My name is Calhoun Cornwell, and I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. My film is about the Orangeburg Massacre. The Orangeburg Massacre is a true event that happened in Orangeburg, South Carolina. In 1968, a bowling alley would not allow blacks to bowl. Students at the nearby South Carolina State University decided that they were going to protest this alley. This protest lasted for 3 days. Students were beat, hospitalized, and on the third day, the governor of South Carolina decided to intervene. He came to Orangeburg and told the students that they had to stay on campus. He surrounded their campus with National Guard to ensure that they would stay on campus. But the students would not let that end their fight. They would go down to the edge of campus that night and build a bonfire and protest once again. But the bonfire on this night would end in over 30 students being shot and 3 being killed. This would be known as the Orangeburg Massacre. The reason why BET and Paramount Pictures should help me tell this story is because you still probably think Kent State was the first university that had a massacre happen on its campus. But in reality, it was a HBCU, South Carolina State University. But you don't know about this story because it was swept under the rug by the FBI, by the National Guard, swept under the rug by newspapers. When it went to trial, the 9 cops were found not guilty of murder. This is why we need to tell the story. By making this film, we would give justice to 18 and 19-year-old kids who were fighting against injustice, who died when they should have been walking across stage with degrees. This is why we should partner to tell this story. The reason why filmmaking and storytelling is important to me ties directly into why BET should be helping me make this story. It's because we have a responsibility to tell African American stories. We have a responsibility of being a voice to the voiceless. This is why filmmaking has always been important to me. The creativity behind it, being able to bring light into dark situations, positivity to a negative society. We have a media that people listen to, a media that people watch, and we should use that media to bring positivity to our world. My opinion on the great debate about what's the greatest black film ever made, I feel like it's A Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker. It could have been black films that were shot better, written better, but this film has a lot of history behind the title. The original Birth of a Nation was made by D.W. Griffith in 1915. It was one of the most racist films of all time. In response to this film, Oscar Mycott's made Within Our Gates. This was one of the best African American film writers of the 1900s. His fire is still burning today to tell our stories. And that's why I feel like this title and that film and Nate Parker film is one of the greatest films of all time. I'm Calhoun Cornwell, and what Project Create means to me is that BET and Paramount Pictures is looking for the next great writer, the next great director, and the next great story. So if you want to follow my journey to being one of the greats, just follow Project Create, hashtag Project Create, CRE, and the number 8.